Okay, so I've got velocity time graph because it tells me everything happens. Right, so what we got? Constant acceleration 2.4, so that means the gradient there is 2.4 meters per second squared. To 300 meters. So all of that distance there is 300 meters. Area under the curve. When it's more than 300 meters from A, so that time there has constant deceleration. That's minus 0. No, it's minus 6. It's negative 6. Times rest. First off, find the greatest speed. Greatest speed is here. And to do that, I'm going to use the gradient. And let's get gradient is the acceleration. And gradient is change in y over change in x. And that, in this case, equals 2.4. So change in y equals 2.4 times by a change in x. And obviously, the change in x is 5. So change in y equals 12. Therefore, greatest velocity or greatest speed is 18 plus 12, which equals 30 meters per second. I'm going to put it on my diagram because I like keeping my diagram up to date. Part 2. Calculate the value of t for the instant when the car begins to decelerate. It starts decelerating here, so that's t, and I know this area under the curve, so I've got a and b, if I call it like that. So the area of a plus b, area of a plus b equals 300, because it says it's 300 meters. Area of a, that's a trapezium, so it's half, or the average of half of 18 plus 30, that's the average of the parallel sides, times by the distance between them, that's 5, plus the area of the rectangle, which is the height, 30, times the base, and that's the whole of that bit, and that'll be t minus 5 as I've got it set up, and that equals 300. Work out the first bit, that's 120 plus 30t minus 150 equals 300. So that'll be 30t, that's minus 100, that's minus 30 on the side, so that'll equal 330. So t equals 11 seconds. And now I've got to calculate the distance from A of the car when it's at rest. So part 3, distance at rest equals the 300 plus c, where c is that area, the last bit, and c equals area of triangle, which equals a half the base times the height. I know the height is 30, so I need to work out the base. So I've got to find the base of the triangle, and the gradient equals negative 6, and the gradient dy by delta y by delta x equals negative 6, and change in y is minus 30, divided by the change in x equals negative 6, and therefore the change in x equals 5, and therefore the base equals 5. So I now got it. So c equals a half of the base, which is 5, times by the height, which is 30, and that equals 75, and therefore the total distance equals my 300 plus this 75, which equals 375 meters. And that's question 4 done.